Welcome back to Auto Reviews, your one-stop destination for the latest in automotive innovation, performance, and design. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a deep dive into the cars reshaping the industry. Today, we're diving into something truly unexpected, yet incredibly exciting: McLaren's first ever luxury performance sedan, the 2026 McLaren Orlando. You heard that right. The legendary British marque, known for its razor-sharp supercars like the 750S and the Artura, has officially entered the luxury four-door sedan segment. And they're not just dipping their toes in the water. The Orlando looks like it's ready to shake up the entire category. Imagine the DNA of a McLaren P1 combined with the elegance of an executive saloon, and you'll begin to understand what this car is about. Let's start with the design. The 2026 Orlando is unmistakably McLaren, but with a refined twist. From the front, you're greeted with a sculpted nose that echoes the styling cues of the Artura: slim LED headlights, aggressive air intakes, and a low-slung hood that practically hugs the road. The side profile is where things get really interesting. While it has four doors and a relatively long wheelbase, McLaren has done a brilliant job masking its length with flowing aerodynamic lines and flush door handles. The rear continues the drama with a tapering roofline, integrated spoiler, and quad exhaust setup that reminds you this isn't your average executive car. Step inside the Orlando, and you'll find a cabin that perfectly blends performance focus with luxury comfort. There's a minimalist dashboard with a floating infotainment screen, fully digital driver display, and aircraft-style toggle switches. Premium materials dominate: think Alcantara, carbon fiber, and fine-grain leather. But McLaren also brings some firsts here. For example, this is the first McLaren to offer ambient lighting with customizable color zones and an optional executive comfort rear seat package, which includes fully reclining seats, fold-out work tables, and massage functions. It's a clear signal that the Orlando is aiming not just at Porsche and BMW, but also at Bentley and Mercedes-Maybach. Now, let's get to what you really came for: the performance and engineering. The McLaren Orlando is powered by a newly developed 4.0-liter twin-turbocharged V8 engine, part of the M840T family but significantly reworked for this new platform. It produces 720 horsepower and 650 pound-feet of torque. That's already impressive for a sedan, but it doesn't stop there. McLaren has also integrated a plug-in hybrid system with a 180 horsepower electric motor mounted on the front axle, giving the Orlando all-wheel drive capability, another McLaren first. Combined, the system puts out a staggering 900 horsepower. Thanks to this hybrid setup and McLaren's obsessive focus on lightweight engineering, the Orlando sprints from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 2.8 seconds. That puts it on par with hyper sedans like the Tesla Model S Plaid and even shades of the Bugatti Chiron in initial acceleration. Top speed: an electronically limited 211 miles per hour. Despite its brutal performance, the Orlando doesn't sacrifice efficiency. The hybrid system allows for around 35 miles of all-electric range, perfect for city driving or commuting without using a drop of fuel. On longer trips, the regenerative braking and clever energy management ensure you're getting the most out of every drop of fuel and every bit of battery. And here's something interesting: McLaren's new Active Chassis Dynamics 4.0 system debuts in the Orlando. It uses predictive damping, rear-wheel steering, and an adaptive suspension setup that reads the road up to 1,000 times per second. What does this mean in real terms? You get cornering agility that makes the car feel much smaller than it actually is, and a ride quality that rivals high-end luxury sedans. The system can instantly switch between comfort, sport, and track modes, giving the Orlando real versatility, whether you're carving canyon roads or gliding down the Autobahn. Let's talk numbers. The starting price for the 2026 McLaren Orlando is expected to be around $235,000. That places it in a very competitive space between the Porsche Panamera Turbo SE Hybrid, the Mercedes-AMG GT 63 SE Performance, and the Bentley Flying Spur Speed. However, McLaren's strategy is not about undercutting competitors, it's about offering something they don't: a full-blown supercar experience wrapped in a four-door body. And if you thought that was already wild, McLaren plans to release an even more performance-focused version in late 2026, the Orlando GTS, rumored to push power close to 1,000 horses with even lighter materials, an aero-optimized body kit, and a stripped-down interior focused on the driver. On the tech front, the Orlando features McLaren's all-new infotainment system dubbed Synapse OS. It's built on a Linux-based architecture for lightning-fast responsiveness and over-the-air updates. It supports Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, voice-activated controls, and even includes a semi-autonomous driving system called McLaren Assist. While it's not aiming to replace the driver, it can handle highway cruising, traffic jams, and self-parking with ease. Safety hasn't been neglected either. The Orlando comes equipped with all the latest ADAS tech: adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, emergency braking, cross-traffic monitoring, and even night vision, a feature new to McLaren. Euro NCAP testing is still pending, but early simulations suggest a 5-star rating is well within reach. So who is the 2026 McLaren Orlando really for? If you're a performance enthusiast who's finally decided to grow up, or at least pretend to, this is your dream car. It gives you the joy and connection of a supercar, the comfort of a limousine, and the practicality of a daily driver. And with a design that turns heads without shouting for attention, the Orlando strikes a rare balance between aggression and elegance. McLaren entering the sedan space was once unthinkable, but now, it feels inevitable. The market is changing. Buyers want versatility without compromise, performance without guilt, and luxury without excess. The 2026 Orlando answers that call. If you're as excited about this car as we are, let us know in the comments. Would you take the Orlando over a Panamera or a Flying Spur? Or would you wait to see what Ferrari or Lamborghini might do next in the luxury sedan race? Thanks for watching Auto Reviews. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more in-depth reviews, industry news, and future car previews. See you in the next one.